Welcome to Integrity Data. For today's tutorial, we're going to go over holidays and holiday groups. First, we want to define our company's holidays, so we go to Configuration, Rule Setup, Holidays, and Holidays. Now you see I've got some that have passed. I've got another one added. So each year I'm going to come in here and create holidays for that year. My next one's going to be Independence Day. I click Add New Holiday. And depending on where I'm at, choose the particular region. I give it a name. And if you already know what the date range is, you don't have to click on the calendar and mess with it. You can just simply enter it, in this instance, 04042023. Click outside the box, verify that's what you wanted, and click Save. Once I have my holidays set up in here for the next year, I'm going to go to Configuration, Rule Setup, Holidays, and Holiday Groups. Why holiday groups? Well, maybe you've got employees in the United States and some in Canada. So they have different rules, values, and things like that, even different holidays. You would create two groups. Now, maybe you just have full-time and part-time, and your part-time employees get a different amount of hours than your full-time does. So that would require two groups, one for your full-time and one for your part-time. We can add a new holiday group here, give it a name, region, calculate from. We're going to do a hire date and 90 days. That way they've got to work for 90 days before they're eligible to receive holiday pay. I'm going to click Add New Holiday, click down, and I'm going to choose from the one I just added. Well, we'll do Memorial Day first. That adds the date. Now, per schedule, if they're scheduled for 4 hours and I click this, notice this went to zeros and I can't add anything now. So if they're scheduled to work the holiday, then it will pay them 4 hours of holiday pay. That's where that create schedule in the schedule template, it's create schedule and holidays comes into play. Normally holidays are not, or schedules are not created on days that are holidays, and this wouldn't apply to that if that weren't the case. So benefit hours, my part-timers, well, let's say they get 6 hours. They have to work the scheduled day before and their scheduled day after. If you're not using schedules, then these should remain zeros. Benefit if worked. This is the benefit. If they work, are you also going to give them those 6 hours on top of what they work? If not, we uncheck this. If maybe they get double time for working, I would select here. Or maybe they get overtime and then double time after 3 hours. Then this is how I would set that up, and I click Save. There we go. I would continue that same process, adding more holidays that they're able to receive, and then I click Save. Just like on any of the other policies, I can assign multiple employees at once by using Assign Employees, click Filter, and then go down and select the employees that I want on this policy and click Confirm and then click OK. Now each year I need to come in and change my holidays for the next year. So for that, configuration, rule setup, holidays, and holiday groups. That's where I'm at right now, but just in case you needed a refresher, rule setup, holiday, holiday groups. And then we're going to click Edit. And you'll see I've got a Memorial Day here from 2021. Well, come Memorial Day, if anybody's attached to this policy, they're not going to get it because that was in the past. So we need to click Edit, click from our drop down and choose our new Memorial Day. Everything just remains the same as it was unless we have something different to do this year that was updated in our policies. Normally, you're just going to click Save. And we see our Independence Day, Edit, come down, our new one, and Save, and so forth until we've got the entire year updated. Now, one of the areas that before and after would come into play might be Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving, if you're using that before and after. So if they're required to work the day before and the day after, for most holidays, it would be something like this. The problem with Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving is the day after Thanksgiving is not worked either. So I would do, they have to work Wednesday. To get the holiday, they don't have to work the day after. Then for the day after Thanksgiving, we would set 0 and then 1, which means they have to work the next day after, which is going to be Monday. That way it falls in line with those rules. That's really the only time, unless you've got like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day or anything along those lines, where there's 2 holidays back to back. Now, the other areas for the holidays that you need to maybe change, in the employee details, like anything else, you can edit a specific employee and change their holiday plan or any of the other things individually. But when you're adding employees, be it manually through here or through HR, we want to make sure our default profiles reflect the policies that are needed. So we see everybody here has got full-time policy. Well, let's just edit John's people and go to their holiday. And maybe all of John's people are part-time. So we just click Save. Or maybe we need to make a new default profile, and I would cheat and I would just click Copy, give it a name, change what I need to and who I need to, and then save it. So either way you want to do that is fine, but don't forget about these when you're adding new policies. If you're just updating the dates in existing policies, then these don't matter. That concludes our holiday configuration and annual update of our holidays tutorial. Thank you for watching.